kindergartners. Happy Thursday. All right, today what we're going to be doing to get our brain started is we're going to do this sprint. So what I want you to do is I'm actually going to set a timer, okay? And I'm going to set a timer for 1:30. Whoop, I'm trying to clear it. There we go. Sorry. Okay, so what I want you to do is when I say go, you're going to fill in the numbers. So there's a missing number in each one of these. So you know when we play beep and we go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, beep. You're going to write the number that's missing. Okay? So, for example, on this one it says 0, 1, 2, 3, beep, 5. What's missing? The number 4. So you would write the number 4, okay? So I want you to do as many as you can before my timer goes off, all right? Here we go. Ready? Have your paper in front of you. All right, ready? Go. All right, stop. Put your pencil down. First of all, I want you to check and see if you did the right numbers, okay? Maybe have a grown-up check it. And if you didn't get all the way done, then I want to see how many you got right and put that at the top. And I want you to put 1:30, just like this. And then have your parent count how many you got right and put it right here next to it, okay? And we're going to do things like this to help our brains, and maybe we'll even do this exact sprint again, and we'll compare it to see if you did better or worse, okay? Kindergartners. So to get us started in our actual lesson, we're going to go through and talk about this is called a number bond, okay? And there are different pieces to a number bond. So this purple part is called the whole. Can you say that? Hole. And I'm not talking like a hole like you get a hole in your jeans sometimes, or a hole like what's in the middle of a donut. I'm talking about whole as in all together, okay? So this is the whole, this one right up. Whoa! Miss Schneider. There we go. This is the whole as in all together. And then down here we have a line coming off and a line coming off. The purple one has 2 lines coming out of it. The green one has only 1 line coming out of it, okay? And this green one over here is called a part. This green one is called a part. So we have 2 parts, and they come together to make the whole. So if I take this part and I put them together up here, I will have the whole, all right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to change the way this number bond looks, and we're going to go through where the whole and the parts are. So first of all, I already told you this is the whole and these are the parts, okay? So I'm going to change it up. Can you point to the whole? Very good. And these are the parts. Whole, parts. All right, let's do this one. I would like you to point to the parts. These are the parts. This is the whole. The whole and the parts. All right, I'm going to change it one more time. Can you point to the parts? Where's the whole? Here's the whole. Here are the parts. All right? So it's really important that when we do number bonds that we make sure that we're looking at the way the number bond goes. It won't always look like this, okay? All right, so you should have a template of a number bond similar to this that you have. If you don't, you can go ahead and print it out. It's on our slide so that you have it to refer to and to use. So what Ms. Schneider did is I just took my number bond and put it in my dry erase pocket sleeve so that I can write with it on dry erase marker, okay? All right, so first I want you to point to the parts in this number bond. Very good, these are the parts. And can you point to the whole? Very good, this is the whole. So we have two paths that lead to the whole, don't we? Yeah. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to imagine my story. So close your eyes and listen carefully. Are you ready? There were two squirrels playing in the park. Two more squirrels came to join them. Now open your eyes. In one of the parts, we're going to draw squares to show the squirrels that were playing in the park. So how many squirrels were playing in the park? There were two. So we're going to draw two squares. Okay? Go ahead and draw that on yours. In the other hoop or circle, we're going to draw how many join them. How many join them? Two. Very good. So draw two more squares. Now, where are we going to draw the squares to show how many squirrels all together? Very good. Up here in the hole. All right. In the hoop with the two paths leading up to it, that's where we would draw the four squares. So let's go ahead and draw four. 1, 2 were in the park, and 2 joined them. Okay. So we had 2 squirrels in the park, 2 joined them. All together there were 4 squirrels. Now what if I turned it this way? Yeah, I still had 2 squirrels in the park, 2 joined them. All together there are 4 squirrels. Does it change our story? No, it just looks a little different, right? There's still 2 squirrels in the park, 2 joined them, 4 all together. All right, so sometimes I get tired of drawing squares, so I'm going to show you a shortcut, okay? So in my number bond, I'm going to erase this, sorry. In my number bond, I know that there were 2 in the park and 2 joined them. How many were there all together then? Yeah, 4. 4 all together. All right. All right. So it looks a little different now because we used numbers, didn't we? Okay. I want you to go ahead and erase your squares and write your numbers. Very good. We had 2 squirrels that were in the park, 2 joined. Altogether, we have 4. Now go ahead and erase, and we're going to do another problem, okay? And if you want to make your number bond look like Ms. Schneider's, I turned it, you can go ahead and do that, okay? Close your eyes and listen to my story. John read 3 picture books one night. Go ahead and draw his... Okay. The next night, he read 2 more. Draw his new books. How many books did John read altogether? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do this with you. So one night he read 3 books, okay? So 1, 2, 3 books. The next night he drew 2 books. Now I knew that it had to be in here because it was 2 different numbers, okay? So he read 3 one night and 2 another night. Then when it says how many did he read altogether, I'm going to draw all of them up here, okay? So it said John read 3 books one night. The next night he read 2 more books. How many did John read altogether? So now I'm going to move all my books up here. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. How many books did he read altogether? Very good. He read 5. Okay, let's do our shortcut, okay? So how many did we have over here? 3. So let's write a 3 and erase this. Whoop. And how many here? He read 2 the next night. How many altogether? Very good. 5 altogether. Ooh, Miss Schneider's number kind of got erased, didn't it? So we know 3 and 2 makes 5. All right. So we had 3 in one part, 2 in another part. Altogether, we had 5. Very good. All right. We're going to do this again, but this time we're going to do a different amount of books that John read. So go ahead and erase your number bond. All right. So this time, John read 1 book the first night. So go ahead and draw that. And he read 4 books the next night. I want you to tell me how many he read all together. All right. Did you have 1? How many in the other part? 4. And how many all together? Yeah, let's go ahead and erase those pictures. There we go. So we know 1 and 4 makes 5. Very good, kindergartners. All right, I want you to go ahead and find this worksheet, and we're going to be working on this worksheet next. Kindergartners, make sure you put your name at the top, and if you would practice your last name, that'd be a great time to practice it right up here. Make sure when you do write your last name, you start with your uppercase letter. All right, our directions today say draw the shapes and write the numbers to complete the number bonds. So this time, they gave us the whole. We know that altogether there are 5. So there can't be 5 in our 2 circles each. There's 5 altogether, so we have to break it apart. So do you see a way we can make groups? Yeah, I see there's some dark colored smiley faces and some light colored smiley faces. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw my light colored smiley faces down here. And my dark colored smiley faces up here. And I'm just doing a light pencil mark over them so I know that they're dark. Okay? So we broke 5 smiley faces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into 2 light smiley faces. 2. The Schneider's paper's moving all over the place. And how many dark smiley faces? 3. So 5 is the same as 2 and 3. All right, let's go down here. Ooh, they didn't give us any help down here. So these are the shapes that we have. That's how many we have all together. Now look over here. Which one of these shows us all together? The parts or the whole? The whole shows us all together. So down here, I'm going to draw all those shapes. I'm going to draw my triangle and my 2 squares. Now, if I want to break those up, I know that they're in different shapes. So I could draw my triangle in one and my squares in the other. My parts are 1 triangle and 2 squares. Now, if I want to take this and write it as a number bond, I have to find the whole. How many did I have in the whole? 3. Which one of these is the whole? Very good. They rotated this one. This is 3. Okay, how many triangles did I have? 1. And how many squares did I have? 2. So 3 is the same as 1 and 2. Very good. Flip it over. Ooh, I'm going to let you go ahead and do this one by yourself, and I'm just going to walk you through it. So it says write the numbers to complete the number bond. Put the number of dogs in one part and the number of balls in the other part. Show how many all together. Okay, so we have how many dogs. Go ahead and write that number in here. How many dog balls do we have? 2. Very good. 2 tennis balls for the dogs. How many things all together? Yeah, because this is our whole, so this means all together. All right, now down here it says, look at the picture. Tell a story about the birds going home to your neighbor. Draw a number bond and write numbers that match your story. Okay? So go ahead and do that with an adult, and we will see you back here tomorrow.